Okay, today we're going to be tying the C4 leech. As you can see, I've already prepped this. I've got the orange bead, which is a glass bead. We've got the Tekken long shank hook, and I've just put some lead up the front. So what we'll do, this was all to save a bit of time on the video, so what we'll do is we'll put down a bit of a thread base, and you can wrap over the top of those lead wraps. This is lead free wire. Just pop that down there so it doesn't get in the way. That just stops it from moving around too much. Okay, so we'll take this thread all the way back here to this point. We'll just snip off the excess. Bring that down. Now, I do like to put on a tiny bit of marabou, just like a tiny little bit of a marabou puff, I suppose you'd call it. It just gives you that tiny little bit of movement for the tail of this fly. As you can see, it's not much. Okay, the next piece is the yarn. We'll grab it and we'll just tie it in there and take it along the whole of the shank on the top, tying it down to where the tail is tied in. What I do is bring that back up, and I usually put a couple of little half hitches in there, just to stop that moving around. Okay, now because my bobbin holder is actually going to get in the way, I'm going to have to just put this over to one side, and then we're going to wrap this, or palmer it, very lightly around the hook shank. Now you don't have to put any pressure on here at all, because it just needs that to be just hugging the hook. As you can see, it makes its way up there quite nicely. Now if you don't have a rotary vise, it's no dramas, you just have to wrap it by hand, which is essentially what I'm doing anyway, but with a little bit of help of the rotary vise. Okay, let's just get that thread back up. That's the trouble when you put the thread halfway across the room to keep it out of the way. Okay, now we'll just get one wrap there in front, bring it around behind, two wraps in front, and another two wraps. Okay, that should secure that. We'll just snip off that excess, and then we'll put on a couple of whip finishes. Now, some people don't use a whip finish tool, but I do prefer it. 1, 2, 3. You can hand whip finish, it's up to you. Essentially, that is it. Snip off the tag end of the thread. Now, you have your choice. You can use a dubbing needle to prise out these bits and pieces, but I prefer to use a bit of Velcro on a either paddle pop stick or something like that, and you can just, this isn't actually a paddle pop stick, it's my wife's nail file, but anyway, there you go, that's it. That is the C4 leech. Very, very simple, very, very effective. Okay guys, go out there, tight lines.